woke up here in Bloemfontein at our friend's house, and today we have a long journey to make.
Hi.
En hi back to you. En onthou, julle is allemaal welkom hierso.
That's Afrikaans for
Ja. You're welcome.
thank you.
Thank
So we are now leaving Bloemfontein to head to Johannesburg, which is about 400 something kilometers away, and we have a whole day of travel left. Shish is a bit nervous.
Nervous, tense, scared. This key is the same key as we have to our car back home. Cold. Now we're in the car because Petro is dropping us to the highway, which is N1, and from there our hitchhiking journey starts.
I'm so fortunate to meet you. Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
And please don't forget me.
Okay.
Please don't forget me.
Never. We
We'll-
remember you.
We'll call you here and there to bother you. Now at the outskirts of Bloemfontein, and the highway right here is called as the N1, and N1 actually begins in Cape Town and ends in Joburg, so it's the first most important national highway in the country,
And supposed to be the most busiest one in the country.
which could be great as well as really bad for hitchhiking, because there are a lot of vehicles, but they also might be going really fast and not stopping. It's around 8:45 in the morning now.
We're a little late. We were supposed to start hitchhiking by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. But hopefully now the traffic's a bit more busy, so
But it's cloudy. That's a good sign.
the sun will come out soon, and when it does come out, it gets super hot and uncomfortable. So this weather is nice to enjoy for a few moments.
No, they're so fast.
We have now found a spot here. It's now been over
This
1
car
hour.
This car is slowing down.
Okay.
GP car. They wanted a lot of money.
How much?
They wanted 500 rand.
So we are now inside a car. And it's taking us some distance. We don't know how much yet. Now stopped in a little town and got some snacks.
Peanuts.
And that's a tomato corn.
Corn? Oh, I thought it was peanut.
So they have all these really interesting snacks here in South Africa.
Pad stall is the food stall beside the road, but pad course is the food you eat while you're on the road.
Yeah.
So this is pad course.
But Patkos is like a brand, but this one's I think Eden or something. Anyway, just got tomato corn kernels and regular salted peanuts. They don't really have a lot of spicy options around here, but this will do.
And we also got to use the toilet.
Shishira was dancing here for a long time. Now for the next 1 hour or so, she's not gonna do it.
Now what I'm most worried about is the name of our host is also Navneet. So at their house, if I end up shouting Nav, there'll be two people turning to me. What should I call Navneet?
Wow! Okay, Joseph.
Hola.
And just like that, we made it into Johannesburg.
Still 8 kilometers away from our host house.
But we've made it to this parking lot where hopefully we'll find a way to get to their house maybe. the city that everybody told us to be so incredibly careful about. But at the same time, we can see it looks so beautiful, like it's so green, and the weather is just so perfectly nice.
Our host is now coming to pick us up, so we don't have to worry about how to get there now.
Yeah, but it's a really big city. We didn't expect that it would be so big. It definitely feels a lot bigger.
It feels a lot bigger than Bangalore.
Definitely feels a lot bigger than Cape Town.
Yeah.
And it's also very green. Like as far as we can see, it's just little green bushes.
Yeah, and even I think Johannesburg is between many mountains or many small hills, so you can see houses right up to the top of the hill.
Yeah. That's what she's talking about. And then there's greenery everywhere.
But the thing is, if you want to fly from Africa to India, the cheapest flights are from Nairobi and Johannesburg. But we still have to go to Botswana, Zimbabwe and Eswatini before we fly back home.
Or should we just cut it short and go back home right?
It's been 10 months on the road.
She wants to go back.
But we have come this far and now
Yeah.
it's like, let's finish these countries. And
At
then
least
go
how much
back.
ever we can, because it looks like Mozambique is going off the plan, mostly because of the violence that's happening there. A lot of issues going on, so everybody's been advising us to put it off for later.
And we are thinking that our trip will go on for another month at least. Before for Botswana, we need 2 weeks. For Zimbabwe, at least 10 days to 2 weeks. And for Eswatini, another week.
Yeah.
And
So-
here and there, another week for traveling between the places.
Especially if we're hitchhiking. So
Yeah.
based on this, we don't really know how much more we'll see. But now that we're here in Joburg, the plan is to figure out what visas and what more effort we'll have to put in order to get to any of these and
But
accordingly
our-
plan.
Yeah, South Africa visa will expire on the 29th of February. So before that, we need
Yeah.
to be
28th.
28th of, 28th of February. So before that, we have to come up with a plan. Should I tell what it means?
Oh, tell.
It means if anybody wants to rob the restaurant and if they demand staff to show the key to the safe, that means they don't have the key to the safe. They can't take it out. They have to go to the company.
The green one. Now come out to Nelson Mandela Square, which is actually within Sandton. Sandton is one of the, I don't know how to explain this, but what we've understood is
Fancy city.
just outside of Johannesburg, you have many smaller cities, and Sandton is one of them. It's a very new and up and coming sort of place, so everything looks really nice. We're right now at the square, and right there is Nelson Mandela.
This is the Indian restaurant there are. It's like a chain. Hard Rock Cafe, Joburg is there, and that's at the corner.
So we actually came out here to Johannesburg yesterday.
But what's interesting is our host also has the same name as my husband, Navneet.
So say hi everybody.
Hello. Let me start with the youngest member of our troop. That's Dave for you.
Hi Dave.
Naman,
Hi Naman.
Lajvanti, and me. And as you just pointed out, it's weird for me as well to hear someone call Navneet.
Yeah, it's
And
actually the first time we're meeting somebody in real life who has the same name as me. So Shisha and I are like,
either she or me, if I call out Navneet, both of them turn around and walk to one side.
yeah. Thanks you guys for
Thank you.
having us here.
Our pleasure is all ours.
So these guys are also vlogging right now.
Nelson Mandela was South Africa's first black president. He helped fight against racism and all that stuff. back then, white people were saying this is our land and stuff like that. And then Nelson Mandela went to stand up for the country, and he said, "This is not right. We need to save our country. We need to live together." And he went to jail for a few years because he blew up a train and stuff like that. One of the leaders of South Africa came to Nelson Mandela and said, "Nelson Mandela, how will it be if you're the president of the first black president of South Africa in South Africa?" And then he said, "It'll be my pleasure," and stuff like that. And then he became South Africa's first black president.
Nice. Thank you for teaching us, guys.
Welcome. We just got some ice creams. We walked around in the mall, had some food. We didn't vlog it, but then it was a nice evening.
Also, judging by the kind of cars that are here, it looks like Johannesburg has way too much money. Because you see all these fancy cars. I mean, every other car is either like a Mercedes or a Beamer, or these really big other cars, but nothing's really small. And in typical South African fashion, we're having a braai tonight.
This is all the vegetarian ones. There's sweet potato, some butter for garlic bread, and some sausages made from chickpeas. And on this side, we have chicken inside this and lamb. Whoa! That's a lot of items. Hi, Navneet.
Hi, Navneet.
Hi, Navneet.
Oh, it is. Hello from India.